Get ready to throw the bread, brawlers, because it's Bakugan96 here with another G2 deck profile, but this one is very illegal. Shout out to Prince of Darkest, another Bakugan YouTuber. Please go ahead and check him out, subscribe to his channel and show him some support because he is the one that came up with this idea, and I'm very excited to announce that I will be doing the same thing, and hopefully we'll be able to set up some virtual brawls within the community, definitely on my channel's Discord server, and yeah, maybe potentially have some kind of tournament, some kind of something, I don't know. Everything is still in the works and we're just talking everything over, but I definitely wanted to give him props for coming up with this idea. So getting right into it, I do have two decks, but I will be reviewing them in separate videos. So brawlers, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Now these decks are going to be strong. It's something that I threw together just as a test run. Yeah, they're not really competitive and they're not really strong, but here is the lowdown anyway. The idea is to use one Bakugan or three matching Bakugan, and then of course the three character cards, which is something easily accomplished if you happen to get any international pack from, I think, Battle Planet and potentially Armored Alliance. But I think it was really common in Battle Planet to get three character cards. And that's what makes these an illegal deck build, right? Because you have to have three different Bakugan with different names, different artwork, they have to be different. But Prince of Darkest, came up with a really cool format, in my opinion, where the idea is to use one Bakugan, which I like that, right? It's definitely more like the anime, and it really just makes sense to me. But yeah, so I kind of went and branched off of that, and I was like, instead of using one Bakugan but three molds, would there be a way to use just one Bakugan if you only have one mold and then the three character cards, right? And there is. So as far as gameplay is concerned, to keep track of your team attack, you could either flip your character card face down or face up, depending, or use dice, right? I know, dice, but it's an option. Really easy to keep track of the team attack, otherwise everything plays out normally. Now, I don't have Bakucore picked for either one of these decks because I haven't got that far, or Nanogon, right? So this is really just rough drafts. I kind of wanted to just get the news out, kind of hype everything up a bit. I know I'm really excited. So yeah, I don't have any Bakucore, but this deck, regardless, is going to be set around Battle Planet Drago. And that's another thing. So I did make both of these decks Battle Planet decks. Really weak Bakugan, really weak base stats, and the decks are just made out of spare cards, so I don't know how well this is going to go, but I wanted to try it nonetheless. But yeah, enough talking, let's get into that deck profile. So I do have one copy of Quickfire, 0 energy for a reroll, and you make a Pyrus attack for 1. Just really good on a reroll, and then again, you get to have some free damage. 3 copies of Fire Floor, 1 energy for +2 damage, and you get to scan. So kind of seeing what we draw will help. And then yeah, DRAGONOID has really low B power, so I don't know if these damage win cards are going to work. Honestly, I should print out some Might and Mox, but I wanted to use the cards that I had, even if that, they're not that great. So 2 copies of Sifting Ash, you get to draw 2, then discard 2. 2 copies of Anger, +300 B power, and then Fury. If you have no cards in hand, draw 2, so that's just some draw power for the deck. 2 copies of Drago's Fury, +4, and then if you have no cards in hand, you get Double Strike. So, I mean, that's okay, I guess. After that, it's 2 copies of Pyrus Strike, so 2 energy for +3. We're always going to be playing it on a Pyrus, so that's actually 2 for 6. And I thought that was really good. So one of the few B power cards in this deck is Searing Strike. Really important, that's why I'm running the 3 of. 2 energy for +400 B power. That being said, that's only going to take Drago up to 200. I guess I could have went over Dragonoid's stats. So Dragonoid is a Flame Fist, Green Fist, B power of 205 damage. Obviously you want to win the battle and then use a damage win strategy with Dragonoid. But I'm not trying that. I'm just going random card lot. So then I have 2 copies of Burn Cutter, 3 energy for an armor rating of 1, and then the Bakugan gets 100 B power, and again, a lot of damage, being 5. So if I only added those Mites and Mox, right, I need to find a way to print them. 2 copies of Dual Strike, so 3 energy, you get Double Strike, and you may reroll your Bakugan. So just some more rerolls in there. 2 copies of Flame Wave, 3 energy for +6, very important. 2 copies of Fiery Rage, you can have a figure pack card here. So 3 energy for +2, and then Fury if you have no cards in hand, +8 damage. 2 copies of Pyrus Heat Shield, 3 for +4, and then Fury, no cards in your hand, again you get +8, so pretty good on the damage. Blaze is just 4 for 10 damage. 1 Magma Boost is 4 for 7. 1 copy of Dan Kuzo, so 4 energy and your Bakugan get Double Strike, kind of the theme of this Dragonoid build. Hypno Flash, 5 energy for +7, and then you draw 2 and discard 2, or you may. And then only 1 copy of the Diamond Dragonoid Evo. I wish I could have maxed this out at 3 copies, because it does make Drago at least a little more playable. 6 energy for a B power, if I can show it off, of 900. There we go, and then 9 damage. And then if you land on a Flaming Fist, plus 500 more B power and plus 5 more damage. So even though it costs 6, it is a powerful card. I really wanted to max this out at 3, but I only had the 1 of. Again, I guess I could proxy, but I don't like to proxy because I just like to use what I have. I'm weird like that. 1 copy of Implosion, 6 energy to destroy an enemy energy card, and then Fury, no cards in hand, you get to destroy 2 instead. So late game, that could really mess up what your opponent has planned. And then 1 copy of Lava Boost, 6 energy for +9. And now then getting into the flips, I just wanted as much coverage as possible. What is possible? That's not even a word. As much coverage as possible, anyway. So 1 copy of Ash Cloud, 1 copy of Block Pyrus, 2 copies of Constrictor, 1 copy of Pyrostopper Slam, 1 copy of Block Outsiders, and then rounding out the deck list, it is, of course, 1 copy of Burning Cloud. That does it for the main build. Now, I don't have any Geogon added. I don't know if I will add Geogon. One thing that comes to mind is the Pyrus Talon, because it's only 2 energy for, I think, 1300 B power. And that might be competitive in this format. I don't know yet. Just like I don't know about Nanogon either. So I will have to wait to see. I'll probably do some kind of update post showing off the Nanogon or the additions or the changes made. But for now, this is my first deck. So be sure to stay tuned for the second illegal deck profile. But that's it for now, brawlers. Stay safe, drum up, and until next time, throw the bread.